have 4 minutes. You'll say
Thank
your
you.
name out to the camera, and then you can go straight into the interview.
Samuel Mesterton for either Amelia or Svenska Dagbladet. So, Reggie, nice to meet you. It was such a great atmosphere.
Thank you.
Last night. What was it like to see the film with an audience?
There's nothing better than seeing a movie in a packed theater of people who are just laughing.
And did they laugh in the right places, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there was a joke and then they laughed.
Yeah.
So I call that a win.
Yeah. Were you nervous to see it like that?
No.
No.
Because it's too late.
Yeah.
The movie's done. No matter what happens, that's it. But I've seen it in front of enough audiences by now. I know how it works.
Yeah. So, as a director, walking into Boomerang 31 years ago versus today, walking into the set of Candy Cane Lane, what is the major difference for you as a director personally?
Well, I've just done more things.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the thing. Actors get to make, a lot of projects in a year. If you're a director, if you're lucky, you make a movie every couple of years. So having had a lot more experience and a wide range of genres, not just comedy, really informed my work on this movie. So more confident, more experienced.
And getting back with Eddie, what surprised you about him, and what do you think he was surprised about you after all these years?
Well, I mean, he's a constant. I mean, he was a comic genius 30 years ago. He's a comic genius now. So that part was great. And I think there's a trust factor he has with me that he knows I'm going to create a comfortable environment for him to do his best work. And, I had a lot of crazy ideas, which he was excited by and embraced, which is what happened last time, but even much crazier now.
So what are some of those crazy ideas that you were maybe nervous that he might be hesitant to do?
When I first showed him, here's what the Lords of Leaping are going to look like. And he was like, we're going to do that in the movie? I was like, yep. He goes, yeah. So I was like, okay, we're in the same page now. We're good.
All right.
We're good.
The music is such a huge part of the film. It's it's so groovy. Was that an ambition you had to incorporate the music? And how did that
I'm pretty much a music obsessive.
Yeah.
And I have a 9-hour Christmas music playlist. So I knew music was going to be an integral part of the film. And to me, there's a lot of great, very groovy Christmas music. And I want to show all of it, from the old school stuff to contemporary music.
Some people say that Christmas movies as a genre is like the latest battlefield for the culture war. Do you agree with that? And does this fit into that in some way? Is it political?
The latest battlefield of the culture war. I guess, look, if you're making culture, then yes, you're on the front lines of the culture war. I hadn't thought about it that way. I guess I could see it that way. Look, I feel like every movie, no matter what genre it is or whatever, there's an inherent political statement in what you're making. Right? Sometimes by not making an explicit statement, that is a political statement in itself. So, sure, I agree.
What is the scene that you're extra proud of, or extra difficult, that audiences might miss, or that is?
Well, honestly, everything with the villagers, with the village people, was such a delight. I hadn't worked with Industrial Light and Magic before. I'm like, I get to work with my heroes. They did Star Wars. They did Jurassic Park. And we had a fantastic working relationship.
Okay, great. The casting. What you wanted Tracy and Robin and Nick. How come you picked those people, and what was important? That was the last question.
The great thing about casting a movie that's starring Eddie Murphy is that who doesn't want to be in a movie with Eddie Murphy? So you go, okay, well, who is the best person for this role? Longtime fan of Tracee Ellis Ross, seemed like a no-brainer, and it was. She was perfect casting. Robin Thede and I have been friends for a long time, but never worked together. So happy to finally do that. Nick Offerman, I'm a giant fan. My kids are giant fans. When I cast Nick, my kids were like, okay, now we want to see the movie. Oh, now we want to see the movie. And Chris Redd, I just love him on Saturday Night Live. He had just left the show. I said, he's available. Let's book him. And he annihilated.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Take care.